All right, Twitch says I'm live. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to sit here at the main menu for a little while people trickle in. Good morning, Tekla.
Welcome in.
Let's see, I've sent out alerts everywhere on Blue Sky and every server I could think of. Also better, good morning. Let's start with the North American Open. Now, One Must Fall Battlegrounds is a sequel to a very popular fighting game for the PC from the 90s called One Must Fall 2097. And in there, you had multiple tournaments, like the World Championship, the War Invitational, and the starter tournament was the North American Open, and they brought it back for One Must Fall Battlegrounds. In Northam, Raven was the champion, and he's still the champion here. Hungry! Oh my gosh, good morning! Happy to see you here. Now, I have an incentive in the corner, according to donations. If you put money towards a certain robot, I will do my best to pilot that robot. Now, there's a huge roster of people that you can pick to play as, because this is Lupus, or Lupus Research, Lupus-oriented, GOTEL. Mojito, good morning! Did you get the note from Bogus? Now, I'll be picking a main character with purple as their primary or secondary colors. Now, every character has different stats, power, agility, endurance, focus, but that's only half the picture. Because then you need to pick the robots. And some robots are, well, they call them HARs, human-assisted robots. Some of them are maybe faster or slower than others, or like the Warlord. This is a big, heavy, hulking mech. And it benefits from a big, hulking, strong character, like someone with a lot of strength and endurance. But you don't have to play them that way. You could pick a very fast pilot, and then you could have a very fast Warlord, which is not something other players might expect. And the entire battleground is three-dimensional. It's not just one-on-one on a horizontal axis, like most fighting games. If I could compare it to anything, it would be Power Stone, but with an over-the-shoulder camera. Because you can fight in 360 degrees against multiple opponents. And like any good fighting game, there's a combo system. You can follow up jabs with fierce punches. But that may or may not work depending on how fast your pilot is. Like, if you have this, sweet, sick 10-hit combo that you know how to do in the Warlord, if you pick a slower pilot, you might not be able to do it. Mojito, this is PC only. For now, at least. Let's see, where was I? Let's see. Let's take a look at the Warlord. It's too big to even fit in the screen. I can pile drive robots. Oh dear, chat is not showing up on my screen. Hold on. There, I hope that fixes it. Yep, chat's now up there. So, my incentives are whoever gets the most money after 30 minutes, I'll get to playing before 30 minutes. But whatever robot gets the most money after 30 minutes, I will play and go through a tournament as them. The Kronos? how to describe the Chronos. It's kind of like Sub-Zero. It can freeze time, or it can also accelerate time. It can teleport. Its whole theme is time manipulation. The Force, it kind of looks like they designed it after a wizard. The Force, the main theme behind the Force is all about gravity. It can create gravity wells, small pockets of gravity, call down meteors, and it has the only special move. Normally you have a special bar that can do 3 super moves, but it's the only one that requires 2 bars to pull off a special. It can devastate an entire arena. And if you use the gravity wells, it's unlike like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, when you throw a projectile, you just throw a projectile. Some of these robots can create a projectile in their hand, save it, and then throw it at the right time. The Force can create a small black hole and hold it in its hand, in its left hand and its right hand, and if you use those, I remember when this game was still online and available, you could play it multiplayer. I saw players flying around the arena as the Force, but I never reached that level of mastery. Oh, it's not updating again? Does it like always have to be the focus? Oh, I have to look back every time? That's unfortunate. Okay, I'll have to look into some other chat solution. The Gargoyle is a returning mech from the first game. Actually, so is the Chronos. The Gargoyle is a very aerial combatant. You don't want to try any jump attacks against the Gargoyle, because the Gargoyle could easily counter it. The Jaguar is the starting robot, the one that everybody starts with first in the original game. It's simple, humanoid, easy to learn. Katana is another returning Har from the first game. It's very fast, very nimble, very light. It can cram in a lot of attacks per second. Although in the first game it was really big and bulky, kind of like the Warlord. Now it's slimmed down into just like covered in razor blades. The Mantis is new. The Mantis, let's see, the Mantis fights in a kung fu style. Like if you know kung fu, if you recognize kung fu, you'll see a lot of the same moves copied by the Mantis. It can also like summon other drones and robots, like spider mines or hornets, to harass enemies all around the arena. So if you like summoning and kung fu, Mantis. Pyros is another returner from the first game, all about flame, fireballs, flamethrowers. Warlord. The Warlord is a really interesting character. It has 2 hands, and then like it can switch between maces, grenade launchers, missile launchers, or a giant claw, and that will change its special moves. Or you could even combine them with mace and missile, grenade and claw, and well, keep your opponent guessing as to what moves you're going to be using. Let's start with let's start with the Pyros. Let's do Northam and with the Pyros. All right, let's make a show of it. We have a $5 donation from Puzzle requesting you play Mantis. Okay. Dawn has entered the North American Open. This feisty newcomer has a great deal to prove before facing Raven, our reigning champion. Dawn, Stacy, and Gracie will be mixing it up in Inferno. Oh, Inferno is the arena. There's multiple arenas you can fight in. They're all 3-dimensional, and they all have hazards to be aware of, like fireballs or spikes coming out the side, or just pits into the ocean. So if you're having trouble, if you're fighting someone you don't think you can overcome, you can always try fighting around the hazards and hope they can give you the edge. Although Stacy and Gracie are quite cordial, we still expect an action-packed match. Oh, looks like you're going to see the Mantis in action anyway. And another Pyros. Oh, Dawn, you're tougher than I thought. Yeah, Dawn's mean. Let's rip her apart. Okay, because I won that match, now the two of them are going to team up on me. These lasers here you see around the arena, they will trigger a giant fireball to just... roll through the arena. Right. There.
Good.
There. Let's trip the laser deliberately. Whoa! She's just standing in the laser in the victory pose. Dawn's learned her lesson.
Well, while you are concentrating, so we are here raising funds for the Lupus Foundation of America, and they are doing research to find a cure for this unforgiving disease, lupus. And our very wonderful friend, Puzzle Better, she streamed yesterday, and she talked about her journey with lupus and the trouble she's had to face.
All right,
So we
thank
are
you.
all here to help support her.
Yeah, I sort of jumped the gun. I forgot to introduce LaShorty Games, my co-host today. She'll be reading off lupus facts and donation incentives. And you actually started off the stream. You put together this team for this event.
It is a very important cause, and I was happy to do so. And I'm so thankful to have you, as well as Kakala Cola, joining me and Puzzle to do this. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. All right, Dawn surprised everyone, dealing nearly 3 times the damage her enemies did. Few expected Dawn to win this match. We'll have to keep an eye on her. And the next match, Wild Science. Dawn, Dr. Lithius, and Professor square off in Arctic Depth. Rumors within the scientific community suggest a strong rivalry between Dr. Lithius and Professor, but we're certain they will have a clean fight. Oh no, he's in the Force. An unknown element and Dr. Frankenstein. Lithius, I have no time for your petty, egocentric rhetoric. My work has life. My work is life. Yours is fruitless, impotent. Dangerous, maybe, but impotent? I have a little concoction here that will show you how powerful my work is. Notification. Lithius has somehow covered Dawn and the Professor in some kind of acid. Yep, he's cheating. I should probably not fight Professor. I should probably focus on Lithius, since she's the biggest threat to both of us. Oh, yeah, remember that from Inferno? Yeah, I can do that too.
Incredible.
Now, when this game was in development, the developers had hoped to show off a whole bunch of mod tools with the game. And the tournaments show off some of those mods, like Professor Lithius covering us in acid. It's basically a slow drain of health. Ooh. And if you finish someone off with a super move, they explode. Oh, Dawn must have some antidote. Somehow she... Well, you are pathetic, Lithius. Your chemical cocktail cannot overcome the will of a living being.
So if you didn't know, lupus is a chronic long-term disease that can cause inflammation and pain in any part of your body. It's an autoimmune disease, which means that your immune system, the body system that usually fights infections, actually is attacking yourself. It's attacking healthy tissue instead.
Right. Amazing. Dawn dished out an outstanding 375% more damage than her feeble enemies. Even with the metal being eaten away from her heart, Dawn dropped the hammer on Dr. Lithius and Professor. The third match of North American Open should be interesting as Dawn passes expectations and pushes forward. Now, it looks like the top of everybody's head is being cut off, and it is, but that's just a glitch I've noticed in this hardware. But when I was playing this on like period appropriate hardware, that glitch never happened. If you can get a 2003 computer, you won't see that. Now, one of the reasons I picked Dawn over some of the other more purple contenders is because of her high strength, but more importantly, her high focus. The high focus stat determines how fast your super move or super meter charges. And that means you can pull out a lot of supers. That might also suggest that maybe I rely on them too much. Maybe my fundamentals are a bit weak by comparison. Dawn, dawn, never die. Okay, Suki wants me to be their dance partner. All right. I'd say one of the other strengths of the Pyros is all the flame attacks. The Pyros is very good against multiple opponents. I think the Katana would be... the Katana, the Jaguar, they're better dueling one-on-one. Oh, that didn't finish her? Or finish him?
Well, I kind of hope someone will vote for, donate for Pyros.
Alright, Dawn manages to surge ahead with an eye for the title. Sabotage. Spike has been boasting about his skills, and his record lately is impressive. Let's see if he can topple veterans Jormund and Sato, not to mention rising star Dawn. This is a special match. Shagrazir, hey! Good morning. Now, Spike. Oh, illegal load attempt. Security measures failed. Spike has just sabotaged the fight. We all start at 3/4 health, except him. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're not cheating, are you really playing? Now, in One Must Fall 2097, if you destroyed opponents, like if you finished them, you could do a scrap and destruction move on them. If you destroyed certain opponents or had certain conditions when you won, you could unlock bonus fights, like grudge matches against secret characters, kind of like the original reptile fight from Mortal Kombat. And Spike is one of those. If I manage to destroy Spike, I can unlock a secret fight. Like launching him in a blast cannon. I hope that counted. Oh, now I'm the only one who gets sabotaged. Spike has it out for me. Of course, now everyone else also has it out for Spike. Ooh, and I destroyed him again. Yeah, I think I've unlocked that secret fight.
I just mentioned in chat that the donations will be used to vote for the robot that you'll play next. So far, we have $5 on Mantas. And so at about the half-hour mark is when we're going to tally them up, guys. So if you want to vote for someone else, maybe Pyros.
Spike has caused a breach in the transfer agent and has hijacked Dawn into an unsanctioned match, often known as a grudge match. This should be interesting, as it will cost Spike the right to fight in the World Open. Vendetta. Spike was humiliated by Dawn, and the tension is high as they enter Arctic depth. Yeah, no, these guys aren't piloting the robots, like, physically inside like a Gundam. They're just wired electronically into them. So they're sitting in some comfy, cozy, remote location, just networked to them. Oh, double kill. Now, this pilot of the Warlord, this red guy, he's not someone you would encounter in the tournament regularly, only in the grudge match. But you can unlock different pilots, like, once you beat them. So now I've beaten Stacy, Gracie, Lithius, Professor, and these guys. I could play as them, like, in like, all the other modes and tournaments.
Just wanted to add, since we are here for the Game On to End Lupus event, despite the widespread prevalence of lupus, because I mean there's about 1.5 million Americans who have it, research on the disease has remained underfunded, and this is the big reason why we are fundraising for such an important cause.
Well, thank you. Dawn has astounded everyone. In their first tournament, she has risen above some truly gifted fighters and hardened veterans. Dawn has earned the right to enter the Blade Pit and face Raven. You're going to lose. This tournament is mine. It's a tradition, because he was champion in the first game of Northam. And he had a Pyros then too. Oh, did you see that? I jumped over the spikes and used my little floaty attack to stay airborne. Come on, spikes. Okay, didn't do it that time.
Yes, Dr. House is a hack. I'm sure Simon has some things to say about that.
You must focus to defeat me, or only superior strength can harm me. Yeah, he's actually invincible. You have to finish him off with a super move, because he's the boss. And yeah, Dr. House is a hack. Most certainly isn't Never Lupus. I went and watched that episode again, just in preparation of the first year I did GOTEL. That was the one and only thing I ever knew about Lupus, is that it's Never Lupus. Until the one episode where it was Lupus. And it was actually, the case was actually a very small part of the episode. You didn't learn much about Lupus during the episode. But yeah, it's most certainly not Never Lupus, because I'm sure the LFA, I'm sure they've got some stats about Lupus. And how many people it affects. Yeah, the B story. Victory! Dawn has astounded everyone, defeating Raven. It is a difficult task on any day. To do it during Northam is unprecedented. Winning Northam.
Yeah, so.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
Oh. I don't know, the text is gone. But basically, it's every rookie pilot's dream.
I was just going to add that 90% of the people who live with lupus are women. However, men, children, and teenagers do also develop it. And it can strike at any time, but usually develops between the ages of 15 and 44. And once it strikes, this is a lifetime thing. So, I mean, you live with it till you die.
Like 15 to 44, that is a huge range. And in the one episode of Dr. House, it was not a woman who had lupus, it was a guy. I feel like that just is misrepresenting lupus even more than it's never lupus.
Puzzle says it's definitely not the first or second or third thing they tried to test for, and it can take a decade or more to diagnose. She said, we can feel hopeless and even crazy during the process. She feels like she had it since she was a teen, but no one suspected it for years and years. All right, so it's the 30-minute mark, and Mantis is winning. So when it's time to change robots.
Yeah. Well, I could do Northam again, just as the Mantis this time. It could be Dawn again. Although the Mantis is such a fast... It has a much faster, I guess, minimum speed than the Pyros or some of the others. It's almost a shame not to play the Mantis with a fast character. They're high focus, high agility. Alright, any other last minute donations?
It doesn't look like it,
All
but
right.
Welcome in, Mikey.
Mikey, good morning. Alright, the Strawberry Milkshake Pilots.
We will be looking at the donation levels again at the hour mark. So you've got about 28 minutes to put in your votes. Good.
Definitely not as familiar with the Mantis as I am with the Pyros or the Gargoyle. Have some spiders. Have a left spider, have a right spider. Yeah. If only could have a turtle mecha. Well, that was one of my goals. Eventually, the developers wanted to release mod tools where you could make your own mods for the game, your own custom arenas, custom HARs, and this was the game that got me into 3D modeling in the first place. I thought, okay, I want to learn. I want to learn how to make mods for this game. But the game underperformed, did not sell enough copies and the plans for the mod tools are canceled. They might still be out there if you can ever find like the original dev team. They might have copies.
Regarding lupus and how to treat it, there are only 3 therapies that are developed specifically to treat lupus that are approved by the US FDA. So I mean, that means there really aren't very many options, and I know that like one therapy might work for a little while, but and then its effects like kind of wane, so to speak. So then you have to try a different therapy, and I feel like it's just an ongoing battle. Puzzle says that you should write them, Simon.
If I can find them, I absolutely would. And I actually met the guys once. Like, I met the development team when I was living in Las Vegas. They were a guest at the CyberX Games in 2003, I think. And I got to be a beta tester on this game. I played it, and then at the show, I demoed the game for people who were walking by. I was one of those like people in the chair, and random strangers come up, "Hey, what's this?" And I would show them the game. So I would love to. I would love to find them again and ask them, "Hey, can we do something with this again?" I just don't know who owns the rights. Is it them or is it the publishers? Because this game came out. This game came out right before Steam, right before digital distribution really hit the big time. And this game received a lot of patches. Like, I guess they depended on somebody else's server. They used GameSpy to help browse servers. Now, the GameSpy servers are offline. The official OMF servers are offline. So you have to really work to patch this game up to what it should have been. But with Steam, if this game could get released on Steam, it would have automatic patching, and I don't know if Steam's going down anytime soon. Like, this game came out just a few months too early. But if you could get a re-release, either on Steam or GOG, oh, I'm sure it could be a hit.
We got to vote for Force, so now we're tied between Mantis and Force, $5 each.
Well, Mantis is getting a show.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best show, because I'm just not good with Mantis. Yeah. Okay, have some spiders. Ah. Oh, frozen in time. Okay.
And it was an anonymous donation, so we do not know who voted for Force, but
We do not know.
I'm still waiting for someone to vote for Pyro.
Well, you got a pyro show right off the bat.
You have lost the lead.
Oh, the acid killed me.
Okay, then I should say I want someone to vote for Jaguar because that's our school mascot.
Some spiders.
Good.
Have some spiders.
You have taken the lead.
Yeah, the Pyros is definitely a lot more flashy.
Nice.
Another lupus fact is that it strikes without warning and it affects every single person differently.
Nice.
And as we said earlier, there is no known cause or cure for this disease.
Incredible. You have won.
All right. Go Strawberry Mantis. Oh, there's the Jaguar. Okay, maybe running right into the two of them was not wise.
This is more of a challenge. It's no fun without a challenge, right? Speaking of challenges, this evil disease, lupus, is a challenge that most of us Americans don't even know about because when Americans were surveyed, 63% have never heard of lupus.
Good.
Like, they didn't even get it wrong? Like, oh, you mean like werewolves?
No, I mean they didn't even know that lupus was like a disease.
Like, even the amazing disservice that House did to the disease.
Mm-hmm.
You have lost the lead.
Welcome back. Alright, Velocity, you want to be my dance partner?
Let's tango.
Okay, I should have done that closer to them. But it's still fun to see 3 super bars full of spiders. Have some wasps. Oh, the crowd's getting restless. If you happen to be very aggressive and get a lot of combos, the crowd rewards you with an adrenaline boost. That doubles all of your stats for a time. And if you just run away, camp, and don't engage and hide, then they can send a big particle beam cannon down on your head.
Well, it is called Battlegrounds, so I think hiding is not quite the right move.
Nice. Incredible.
Yeah, I'm liking this Mantis character too. Uh-oh.
Suki got me.
Oh boy. Whew.
Well, it's best of 3, and looks like it's all spread around.
Good. So all donations to the GOTEL event are supporting an organization called the Lupus Foundation of America, which is the largest national organization devoted to improving the quality of life for all people affected by lupus through programs of research, education, support, and advocacy. So please support this organization by donating to our cause and vote for the robot you want to see sign-in payments.
Good.
Oh,
You have
well,
lost.
he won. Thankfully, there's infinite continues. Although it might change the venue and it might change their robot of choice. Yep, now Suki's in a Kronos instead of a Jaguar. Oh no, he's in a Mantis. And Velocity, the ultra-fast character, is in a Warlord. Hmm.
So you might wonder how your donations could help the Lupus Foundation of America. One thing that our resource says, $10 brings easy to access online resources to the fingertips of those living with lupus, their friends, and family members. $25 helps provide one-on-one support and resources to someone contacting our trained health education specialist. And $50 helps produce an educational podcast with topic areas, experts about living with lupus. And $100 helps provide expert peer-reviewed materials for community education. I'll continue on that list later.
I won that one by the skin of my teeth.
I think a big part of GOTEL is, educating people about this disease because, like we were talking about earlier, there's so many people that don't really know about it. I've actually only met maybe a handful of people who have lupus.
A handful.
Mm-hmm. Well, outside of the gaming community. I mean, like in person. I mean, like real life, like out in the world, like at my job or other events and such. Definitely through, GOTEL last year and the year before that, I've followed other gamers and Twitch people who have lupus, but I don't really, I've never really met them, yeah.
You have one.
So it didn't really surprise me when I read that fact that 63% of the people surveyed did not even know what it was. That wasn't really a big surprise to me at that point.
I mean, everybody's medical status is none of my business, but I don't know how many people I've ever met that had autoimmune diseases. But the fact that you've met more than a handful of lupus warriors, that suggests that it's maybe a lot more prevalent.
No. Maybe only a handful.
Oh.
Very few. Very, very few people. I think maybe 3. I definitely remember this ref at one of the basketball games who said she had lupus. And then there was this mom when my son was in Taekwondo who said she had lupus, and then Mary. So, yeah.
You have lost the lead.
Seven Castle, Jordy. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome on in, Jordy and Seven. We are doing donations to vote for the robot Simon is playing. So if you go to that Tiltify link that we have pinned, you can add a comment on which robot you want him to play next. At the moment, we are tied between Force and Mantis. So since he's playing Mantis now, we're gonna probably switch to Force unless the donations roll in.
Yeah, I hope nobody donates towards Gargoyle, because Gargoyle is the one I'm the worst at. Like, if you want to see me suffer, vote for Gargoyle. Don't anybody donate for Gargoyle.
I really hope that's not sarcasm and you're actually amazing at Gargoyle and want people to vote for Gargoyle.
I think we're hearing LaShorty. Yeah.
Yes, I am co-hosting. I am here with Simon, keeping up with all of the donations and providing lupus factoids. Which brings us to, let's see. Don't think I mentioned this earlier, I mean a little bit, but lupus symptoms can be severe, highly unpredictable, and cause debilitating pain to many parts of the body. They can damage any organ or tissue from the skin or joints to the kidneys, heart, or lungs.
Okay, what didn't you name?
You tell me.
Is there anything safe from lupus? Like,
No,
it
I
sounded
don't
like you
think so.
named, yeah, everything.
Because it pretty much like just attacks any of your healthy tissues, and I mean our bodies are made up of tissues. Yes, so we are all Simon, thanks for bringing that up. We are all me, Simon, Cola, and Puzzle. We are all joined together to fundraise, like as a team, to fundraise for the Game On to End Lupus event. So any donation that you make to this Tiltify or Puzzles Tiltify, everything goes to support the Shorty Solvers team on that, on the Tiltify. Later today, my son is going to join me on my channel to do a stream. He's going to be my guest host, and he's playing Dark Souls on the PS5.
Dark Souls
And he
1?
said he wants to. I think that's what he means. And he said he wants to do it for 5 hours. So we're starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And should be going till about 1 a.m. So I hope you guys can join us on my channel for that. We also have a comment from Puzzle talking about her experience. She says she's had lupus attack her bones, muscles, skin, blood, liver, and more at different times. And when it gets worse for a time period or the autoimmune reaction happens in a new organ, it is called a flare, or I refer to it as a lupus flare. All right, let me see. Do we have any new donations? We do not. So it is the top of the hour.
All right.
We will be checking the amounts again at the 30-minute mark. And I think when it's time to change, we should switch over to force
All
since we have
right.
a vote for them.
I wonder if the arena's giant fireball can destroy him. Since this is the boss again, you can only destroy him with a super move. Not all bosses are like that, just Raven.
Okay. How do you get your super move?
Like that.
You have taken
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was
Very
only
awesome.
one. Now, I remember when fighting games were all the rage in the arcades, and they were really hard to get into. Like, you had to memorize a big 30-button combos just to be competitive. But not here. Like, every robot does have, like, I guess you could say a canned combo, where if you can just do one super move, it will get like a good 10 hits in. And the importance of combos is downplayed a little bit. It's not up to who can do the best combo. I think Raven's got me this time.
good.
Each
Sounds
hit,
like combos. Oh, go.
yeah, each hit
I was gonna say
does. Oh, sorry.
Each hit what? Tell me.
Well, each hit does successively less and less damage each time. So like a 30, 40, 50 hit combo is not going to be much more damaging than a 10 or an 8 hit combo. So even if you are, spectacular at the combos, it's not going to win the
Yeah.
match for you.
Yeah, that I'm not. I feel like in most games, when you combo, the attacks get stronger. But it kind of makes logical sense that they would get weaker. I was gonna say with lupus and the fight against it, and like there's so many different treatments and things. Like I feel like from my friend's experience, like that it's had to be like a combos of things to aggressively attack the lupus.
And each robot has at least 8 basic moves. Left punch, right punch, quick left, quick right, left kick, right kick, quick left, quick right. And if you ever hit somebody twice, or use the same move twice, like if I just hit jab, jab, he'll fall. So you can't just spam one single move over and over and create like an infinite combo. There we go, got it. This is the Mantis's canned combo.
Nice. I was about to say, ooh, we need to evade. But you got it. You handled it.
Yeah, you can evade out of a combo, but you can only evade once. So if they hit you again with their combo, then you're stuck in it.
Oh.
So you might want to choose when you want to use your evasion. So,
Yeah.
He's just handing it to me. Oh, the hazard. Okay, I'll give this one more try, then we'll switch to force.
All right, sounds good. Should we move when we check the status next time to 35? Or
What's
should
that?
we still do it at the 30 minutes? You know, the votes. The donations.
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. It looks like it might be closer to 40.
Yeah, the boss gave me a little trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
Incredible. You have won.
Yay!
hey, good morning, Sakura. I thought you would like the pink character.
Sakura's also streaming right now.
All right, winning North American Open is every first season pilot's dream come true. No rookie pilot has won this event in years. And cue the theme music. I'm glad I beat Raven because this is another problem with running the game on modern hardware. The keyboard doesn't work as it should. Like, I can't hit escape. I can't hit escape and go to the main menu. So I would have to stop the game and launch it again if I wanted to change characters mid-tournament. I can't even... Yeah, options, let's see. Network. Unnamed server. Like backspace, none of the keys work, I can't type. It had something to do with Windows Vista Service Pack 3. Broke the function
Wait,
of the
did we
keyboard.
lose stream?
Mm-hmm. No. Did we?
Oh, no, I just lost internet.
Oh. Alright, let's see. Now, since I am not very good with the Force, let's see, is there anybody with really good endurance? And is purple? I don't know if there's a good purple endurance character. The Force really thrives when you have a lot of special moves, special meters, and high focus.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I just got the screen loaded back up on different device while my internet resets. Oops.
Welcome back. There. High endurance, high focus. This might be just what I need. Not quite purple, though.
George has some purple. Oh, honey. I mean, I obviously like honey, you know. I make a lot of it in the game we play together.
Well, honey with purple flames.
That sounds awesome.
Now, I know the Force looks like a wizard, but it's definitely not squishy.
Good.
Like, if you have a character with high strength, the Force is deceptively strong. Let's see, have a black hole. Oh, he caught it. Have a black hole. There.
Nice.
I forgot a lot of the Force's moves.
Nice.
I know I can conjure and throw an exploding ball, conjure and throw a gravity well. I can slam anybody down to the ground who happens to be airborne. And... oh, there's
Carlos
meteors.
says, it depends on which side of the Force you align with. Give in to your anger. Let the hate flow through you.
There, I remembered call meteors. Super meteors.
Nice. Nice.
Alright, some kind of force field.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Okay, watch this. See if I can pull this off. I did, and I created
No! I
Oh,
thought it missed.
it did. It created a big, focused black hole. And it would suck everybody in.
Nice. You have
I'll try it on a much more open map, like more characters. If we get the desert should be easier to see it in.
Okay.
Ooh, a gargoyle. A blue and yellow gargoyle.
nice. Nice. Nice.
Now, I can create a projectile on each hand. Left is just a straightforward dumbfire. But if you're throwing with your right, it actually aims and homes in. It's a little bit slower. just barely won that one. The acid was going to get me. Yeah. Okay, that was just unfair. Okay, I've got a black hole on each hand. If I could just get some room.
I kind of like this room. Just, I think it's pretty.
What's pretty?
The room that you're in.
Oh,
You have won.
the crowd killed him.
Nice.
Oh, Suki and the Jaguar. And a very strong guy and a very strong warlord. Oh, we haven't seen this arena yet.
This is neat. Wait, is that green stuff gonna kill you if you land in it?
Instant death. Maybe I should let Suki deal with the big, heavy, strong guy. Unless the crowd wants to hit me.
Oh no.
Wait, what happened to Velocity? Wasn't he in here?
I don't know.
Yeah, he must have just fallen into the drink.
Well, you did say that was instant death. while there's some silence, I'm going to say that while lupus can be disabling and potentially fatal in many cases, its health effects can be managed through aggressive medical treatments and lifestyle changes. So as long as you have support and you are actively, paying attention to your body and, when you have a lupus flare or something like that, you make sure you are immediately in contact with your, doctor and everything. It can be managed.
Nice.
But it's still fatal, though, in some cases. So that doesn't take away from, how terrible and disabling and all of that this disease is. But I think that, someone who has a will to live, they're going to do everything they can to fight it.
Another giant green texture on the volcano shouldn't have been green on a time-appropriate laptop. That should have been lava.
Oh, so it wasn't supposed to be green. It should have been kind of like an orangish red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Black hole. Alright, everyone got sucked into the black hole.
Yes! Yes!
23 hit combo.
Yes!
Stay away.
Nice. You have won.
I did not manage to absolutely destroy Spike that time, so I didn't unlock the hidden fight. Alright, back to Raven. Now, there are other tournaments I could do, but I seem to be able to do this in 30 minutes, almost on the dot, so long as I'm playing well. And there's other fights with team fights with a red versus or orange versus blue.
Nice.
And there's also high point matches where you get points based on how much damage you do, how much combos you do, and how little damage you take. And you just respawn over and over again, doing as much damage as you can in 3 minutes rounds until someone gets to like 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 points. How about meteors? There we go. I got him. Are there any donations for the next character?
We have not received any donations, so in about 14 minutes, If we have received some donations, there's a possibility we will be changing characters. Or, I mean, should we just say, like, if we don't get any donations, you can pick one of those other robots just so we can experience more variety?
Yeah. Ooh. That was rough.
Nice.
I know we talked a little bit about this earlier, but there's no single test to diagnose lupus. And on average, it can take nearly 6 years for people, if not longer, by the way, with lupus to be diagnosed from the time they first notice their lupus symptoms. And I know we spoke earlier in the stream about Dr. House saying it's never lupus. And I mean, it's like they have to weed out every other thing before they even consider lupus.
Yeah, because lupus mimics so many other different autoimmune diseases.
You won!
I think I got a perfect. I'm gonna have to rewatch that match. I think I got a perfect on Raven,
Wow.
which is amazing because I'm not very good at the Force.
Well, you handled it with honey. Maybe that was the key.
Maybe. And the victory pose, all I'm seeing is their feet.
I was gonna say your bees would be very proud.
Now, because I just beat Raven and took the North American Open trophy away from him, it unlocked Raven's Redemption, a campaign where you get to play as Raven, trying to get his, confidence back. This was another example of what the mod tools could do, how you could write your own story, your own campaign, and make it character-centric.
That's neat. So Puzzle mentioned that the first test they will run if lupus is suspected is an anti-nuclear antibody test. And it is a rough measure of how much your body is attacking itself. I don't know what a titration is, but she said a titration is used. Unless that was a typo. I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
Oh, this guy's pretty powerful, strong, and tough, except can't rely on special moves very much. Not quite teal.
Titration is a rough color change test, and in this case, they doubled the reagent to get a ratio. And she said that as a nerdy scientist, it was her point. She had to make it a point to understand as much as she could when she got sick. I know I would too. I'm a bit of a nerdy geek myself. Oh, she didn't say geek. I'm sorry. I may have called her a geek though in chat just a moment ago. I think that's okay, right?
Well, LaShorty, you've been my help this entire stream. How about a jaguar?
Yay!
That's the one you wanted to see?
Jaguar!
Alright, I'll go back to Dawn.
I agree. See who said that? Seven's Castle Forest said, I consider nerd and geek to be terms of endearment at this point. I mean, someone who cares about something.
You know, if I pick a different tournament, I might be able to be Stacy. That's very purple.
Ooh.
Let's see. As the Jaguar, I get the concussion cannon.
Nice.
Oh. A particle cannon, which is instantaneous. It doesn't have to travel. And it can bounce off walls. I get the Jaguar leap.
So if you miss, as long as it bounces, it could go land.
Yeah. Or maybe if there's just clusters of people. Yeah, you're bound to hit one of them. Overhead throw. And then you get super versions of all these. Like the super concussion cannon, super particle cannon. Super jet. That was a super jet leap I was trying to do. And that was
Let's
also
try again.
the cannon combo. There we go. Got her. And destroyed her.
Yay!
Oh, I am so furious. That's a different reaction than all the other times we've done North of. She's taking that destruction personally. Just do what they did to you. Dr. Lithius and the Mantis. Now, some of the other tournaments that I did not pick are the Masters tournaments, where they're the hardest difficulty, and they give you one pilot, one mech, like the Jaguar Masters, the Gargoyle Masters, where you basically have to master the Gargoyle, master the Jaguar on the hardest difficulty.
Huh.
And Dr. Lithius is the one you're stuck with in the Mantis Masters. So I kind of consider that his personal, like, robot of choice.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's at home there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I apologize. I have to take a break. I will be right back.
Sure. victory by arena spike.
Incredible.
I can pop on if you want while the shorty is taking her break.
All right.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, Puzzle.
Hi there. Thank you so much for this this showcase of an awesome game that I know you feel so passionately about.
You have won.
All the purple.
Suhatu, good morning. Thank you for coming by.
Hello. I can talk about the titration while you're fighting. So a titration is a test where you can get a positive or negative, and then if it's positive, they can see how positive. But it's a really rough. You just get sort of a ratio.
Now,
And
it's been a
that's
while
sort of
since
the
I've been in
first-
science class, but it doesn't titration mean like something dripping? Like a drip, delivering some medicine by drip? Or no, like droppings. I don't know. I'm getting drips, like eyedroppers imagery. Am I making things up?
No, you can actually titrate things that way. And when you're doing like a very specific titration, where you see like the big purple thing come out in science class, it's one drop at a time. But in this case, they just sort of add double, add double, add double, and then whenever it turns positive, you know, they're like, okay, this is how bad it was. It's a very rough test. So you can titrate things different way. It's just sort of how much of something evens out the other thing. But yeah, that's why I mentioned that this kind of titration is a rough titration, not the dropping kind. Very good though. Good memory. But yeah, an anti-nuclear antibody test, it just says, hey, your body's attacking itself a lot. We don't know why. But it's the first line of test. And then afterwards, they can run a specific panel to say, okay, is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? If it comes back as positive for this double-stranded DNA, that says lupus. But if it doesn't mean you don't have lupus. I know for me it took more than a decade to get that particular test to come back positive, when it was very obvious that I had lupus for a very long time, and I was getting the immunosuppressant treatments and things like that, was getting some pretty heavy-duty medication. Still am. Yeah, so just wanted to throw in that extra detail about the anti-nuclear antibody test.
And that's the one thing lupus has. That's the one thing lupus says and expresses that makes lupus lupus. Because lupus has a big number of different systems that mimic other possible autoimmune diseases, but nothing else has that double-stranded DNA. Am I remembering that right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the big check mark. That's the yes, it's definitely lupus. However, there are a lot of comorbidities, so you can have lupus and Graves' disease, which I also do, which is the body is sort of attacking the thyroid, is an autoimmune reaction against the thyroid. So they'll either take it out with radiation, or they'll physically, surgically take out your thyroid, and then you're taking pretend thyroid the rest of your life. And that is also what I'm doing. So I had mine done with radiation probably like a decade and a half ago. Oh, your sister has Graves. Okay. Yeah. So you always sort of have Graves, but then they call it either post-surgery Graves or post-radiation, and you end up being hypothyroid instead of hyperthyroid. So Graves makes your thyroid like super, super, super intense. You have all this energy, and then you start passing out. Yeah. So that can be part of the comorbidity, or it can turn out to be just step one in a larger lupus diagnosis. And for me, because then after my thyroid, it was bones and skin and muscles and liver and things like that, then they said, okay, maybe it's not just Graves, and just is in quotes because Graves is a big deal. Thank you for being here for the science lessons. Sorry to take over with so much science and education.
Please. I'm focused a lot on this. It's hard to read chat.
No worries. I am glad to pop in. Oh, no worries. Are you back? I will say bye. Oh, not yet. No worries. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool science stuff that we'll get into this month. So definitely tune back in if you want to hear more. I think probably especially Simon's streams will be education focused. Mine might be a little more focused on my personal experience as a lupus warrior. And I think we've all got different pieces. I know Saad is coming in tomorrow to do some Star Wars and do some art. And tonight we have Element Shinobi, the Shorty's lovely boy, who's going to share some Dark Souls with our old souls. So I'm excited for that. Yeah. Oh, the Jaguar looks so cool. The Jaguar looks so cool, Simon. Now, is this your favorite or second favorite? Where do you put the Jaguar in your robot list?
I mean, it's everybody's starter.
Yeah.
So like, everybody's going to have some disproportionate fondness for it. My absolute favorite is the Gargoyle. Second is the Pyros.
Hello, I am back, and I agree, the Jaguar does look absolutely awesome. I was like, yes, good choice.
Okay, off I go. Thanks
right.
so much.
To the chat clip I took earlier when you got everybody sucked into the black hole.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that is a very tough trick to pull off. Like, you need to create a fireball on the left hand, or create a black hole on the left hand, black hole on the right hand, have 2 bars of special meter. And then just positioning it, timing it.
No, it was awesome. I had to. I was like, oh, this is the clip moment.
And I need to go back and see that last fight with Honey versus Raven and see if that was a perfect. Yeah.
Right. I did not clip at that point, although I should have tried to.
I don't think anybody expected a perfect. Certainly not me.
Right. Yeah, Element is definitely looking forward to playing the Dark Souls tonight for everybody. And that'll happen on my channel. So I guess I'll give myself a shout out.
I've got popcorn and energy drinks. I can't wait. 5 hours of Dark Souls. How much of that is character creation?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it from the beginning. I've seen him play many times. Oh. It looks like he just Puzzle shouted me out. Thanks, Puzzle, right at the same time.
All right, go Jaguars.
Woo! What you drinking there?
Yeah. Gummy worm flavored energy drink.
Ooh, tasty. It's not sour gummy worm, I assume.
No, just regular gummy worm, I think. All right. Do we have any leader for the next robot choice? We've gone through Northam as Force.
We don't have any new donations.
Force,
So,
Jaguar, Mantor, Pyros. This will be the last one. Then we'll be hitting 2 o'clock.
How about Katana?
All right, Katana.
That wasn't the one you said was your work. You said Gargoyle is the one you didn't want to play.
Yeah, I hope nobody donates for Gargoyle, because that's the one I'm worst at.
Now, are you going to do the same game the next time you do a GOTEL stream, or are you choosing something different?
Well, depending on the results to this, I would be more than happy to stream more. Maybe some of the more harder, more difficult tournaments. Maybe in a robot I'm more comfortable with. But yeah, I would be happy to. But I was thinking of mixing it up with some other games, like possibly Spore. And you could donate.
Ooh, I like Spore.
Yeah. Donate to what kind of abomination of nature you want me to build.
Oh, I remember back in the day when my little guy, well, he's not little anymore. He's bigger than me. But he made a lot of creations in the Spore game. Absolutely. Good. Well, I asked Chad if they have any recommendations. what they'd like to see. Yeah, your little isn't so little anymore either. Puzzle said hers did as well. And she drinks Sour Warhead energy drinks. And I've been over here drinking my iced coffee all day.
You have lost the lead.
Oh, sorry we played so rough with you. That's just bad manners. There's no way to that's no way to treat a newcomer. We'll take it easy on you this time. So I lost the very first match.
Oh,
So now they won't team up on me. Now they're fighting each other.
nice.
Nice.
I don't think I'm gonna have the cat cam station set up for the stream tonight, but I will try. I'm making a lot of progress, but still not quite
You have
where I
taken the
need to
lead.
be for putting that furniture piece together. They might be able to set up a temporary station, so we'll see. We'll see. Cat cam is to be determined.
Good. Good.
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You have won.
All right. Taking the rust off. Now, a couple of us also talked about multiplayer games such as Castle Crashers, Horde.
Yes.
They might make more appearances
I will
during the
join
week.
you for that.
All right.
Mhm. Definitely want to do the Castle Crashers. I'll do the Horde, but I admit it's not my strength. I'm not very. I don't feel like I'm a very strong team member there. I'm sorry.
You get to be a dragon. What more do you want?
I enjoy it, no doubt. I feel like I don't feel like I'm contributing as much as everybody else when we play. We tried, but
Incredible.
just
That's incredible.
yep.
Oh, double destruction.
I
Nice.
there was one move here that I didn't talk about yet that all the different robots have, and that's countering. If somebody's just spamming attack, 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 then you can counter them if you time it right. And it instantly breaks through their attack.
You have one.
I didn't get to show it off there, but there's a bright flash or a spark and a special metal on metal ching sound. So
maybe we'll get to see it another
Probably.
time.
it disincentivizes button mashing.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for the Game On to End Lucas event. Thank you to all of you who have submitted donations. And yeah.
Now, because the katana is so fast, it kind of makes her a lot more vulnerable to countering. Especially when a special goes off, like this rolling or spinning attack, then if they get to block, then they could counter at any time during that big block and wreck me.
I do like seeing them attack each other though.
Incredible. You have lost the lead.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, yeah, this is the desert arena. This is the one I wanted to try the black hole on because there's so much space and it angles down so you can see.
Mm-hmm. And now you don't have the
Yeah.
force.
But we got a good look at it,
Right.
and we can go to the videotape. Somebody fight me.
You have lost.
He's such a strong character. Just one single punch does a whole lot more damage than some of my combos. Oh, well, it is 2 o'clock. What should we do?
Well, thank you, Simon. And thank you, Puzzle, for jumping in while I have to run to the bathroom. So, for those of you who want to continue supporting Shorty Solver's GOTEL event, our next event is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be Dark Souls with guest host Element Shinobi on the Shorty Games.
Nice.
Thank you all for coming. I saw a lot of faces in here I wasn't expecting. And I hope I put on a good show. I hope the game looks interesting. And thank you all who donated to check out all the different robots. And y'all managed to pick the ones I was least familiar with.
So it does look like Elbel is going right now. She's one of the event organizers for GOTEL. 8-bit-D is also going, but
What are they up to? What are they playing?
it looks like Elbel is doing Elder Scrolls, and 8-bit-D is doing something on Gaggle. But Molly Berry is also doing GOTEL, and she's doing Elden Ring. And I don't... Oh, Little Button is on as well. She is doing an indie game. Let me open it up to see more information. Indie game showcase.
Oh yeah, that's what she was doing the other night.
And she's getting ready to start, so she hasn't started yet.
Okay. Well, I am surprised
Gothic
that...
Mess is also going, and Gothic Mess is doing Resident Evil 2. Those are the ones I'm following, so
okay.
I don't...
All right. I hate to stop, but okay, let's raid Little Button. I did not know them the last time we did GOTEL, so I didn't know, how big of a role they played in the social media campaign. So, let's move over to them.
Yeah, no, they definitely did. They were near the top of the list of people. Like, they were not too far behind, like 8-bit-D, Elbel, and Coco
All the
Confessions.
founders.
They were
yeah.
right. They were actually pretty up there. They had a very successful run last year, and they're already up there too this year. Don't have it. Let me go look at it real quick. I can tell everyone where it's at before we move on. So, the game on to end Lupus, we are at 54,000 total for the entire event. We've got 8-bit-D is number 1, number 2 is Coco Confessions, number 3 is My Use, number 4 is Elbel, and number 5 is Little Button, who we're about to raid.
Everybody dance.
And
Thanks.
yes, everybody dance. Oh, also, right now our team is the number 1 team. So wow,
Our team is the number
really
1 team.
Rocking it.
Okay,
Yes,
everybody come back tonight for Element Shinobi stream.
Yes, everybody come back tonight. help keep us up there. Yay! Thank you so much, everyone who came through, and all of the donations. To put us where we're at. Like, I mean, it means so much to our team, and especially Puzzle Better, who is battling this terrible thing every single day of her life.
Come on, Brick. This is the guy that beats me every round.
You have won.
All right. Ending on a win. Okay. Now we can go.
Alright, sounds good.
All right. Dashboard. Raid. Where is Little Button? All right, I can just type it in manually, can I? /raid. How do you spell that?
I'm about to put it in. I'm just gonna double check my spelling.
There it is. LYD.
L button. LYDL button.
All right. See you all over there. Thank you all for watching. And come back tonight for Dark Souls with Element Shinobi.
Yes. Thank you again, everyone.